I mean, just trying to be aggressive. Coming off a bad game, on Wednesday, just wanted to be more aggressive as far as just attacking the rim and try to get us a win.
Was there anything, any extra motivation, the fact that you weren't named an all-star starter, or the fact that it is Joker, or anything extra for this position?
No, not necessarily. I'm used to it. It's not the first time, so just gotta, I guess, use it. I think it's more of a motivation to go out and, try to win the whole thing. I guess that's the only way and probably gonna get that respect. I think we got a pretty good chance. You playing the best team in the West down, 15 points or something like that, then, to come back and to be able to win the game, that gives us a lot of confidence. And, if we could clean up a lot of areas defensively, I think we could be even better. So it's just good to see. Like I said, we got a chance to win. We got to keep winning. Obviously, the key is to stay healthy.
When you saw the All-Star stars, what were your reaction?
Man, I was not surprised. I think it's well documented that I'm not, very liked. And, that's cool. I don't know if it's because I troll a lot or, that, I guess I'm an asshole, but it's cool. I keep being me. I keep being an asshole, and I keep trolling. And if people don't like it, that's the problem. But, like I said, it all goes back to, winning. All these, whatever, when you look at, how many times he was an all-star, they're not going to say he was a starter this many times, which, having been a starter the last, 5 years, it is kind of disrespectful. I don't think anybody has had a better year than me, but like I said, you focus on the right things and everything is going to go well for you.
Can you talk about the job PJ did tonight?
It was fantastic. Obviously, when I got in foul trouble, we switched the matchup, and having me back there as a roamer is always a good idea, anyways, because I can control everything. But it was excellent. Just try to be physical with such an amazing player as Jokic. It's hard to guard him. He's almost unguardable. So you gotta do the best job possible. But I thought he did it, and I thought he was, physical. Didn't let him catch the ball. Didn't give him any space. And he's the reason why we won that game.
That matchup switch, just when you look at defensive adjustment.
Free safety guy. How did that kind of change the advantage for you?
He just made me more aggressive, picking up those, early fouls, especially when you're guarding someone like, such a great player. Obviously, I want to stay on the floor. I don't want to foul. But then again, it's hard to guard great players, especially when you're in foul trouble. So, especially if you want to stay on the floor. So, just try to make it tough for him. I thought, as a team, we did a pretty good job on them. He shot 8 for 12. That's how good he is. He's always going to be efficient. He doesn't take bad shots. So, just got to try to make it as hard as possible. But, I thought, in the second half, making that switch, won us the game.
And Shake and George kind of got into it in the first half.
Challenge yourself and say, well, what do they want?
I I don't worry about what, you guys or the fans want from me. I worry about what, my team, needs from me. It's funny, when you always talk about, when I always hear, guys or, old guys or you guys talking about, I got to live in the paint. I got to be, play like Shaq. It's just not my game. I can't do it, but, that's not, what I'm good at. I'm good. I think I'm a good basketball player because I can do everything on the basketball floor, not just for me, but also for my teammate. If I'm playing a certain way, most of the time I get double anyway, so, someone else is going to get a shot. So, it's all about, playing whatever fits, the best, whatever is going to help us win. And, sometimes it's living down there. Sometimes it's also, spreading the floor. You got so many guys, sometimes it's also good to, give them space and, let them do what they do best. So, like I said, as a team, I think we're finding the right way to play. Defensively, we still got to be better.
Last question.
It's fun. I've always liked to think that I'm a closer, and I am. But it's fun. Taking the last shots or taking the last second shots. With 4, 3, 2 on the clock left. It's fun for me. I like that challenge. I like getting into the fourth quarter, getting into those type of possessions where you go out, you got to go out and make the plays. And, whether it's offensively and defensively, that's where you find out, who's who's made up for those type of moments. So for me, I've always seen the regular season as no disrespect, but as a practice for me, and to be able to try, as many moves as possible, just to see what works. And, so when you get to the playoffs, you're just ready for anything. And, you've seen everything, you've used everything, and you know what works and what doesn't, and you go from there.
Thanks, Joe.
Much of that is just Joel hitting his prime years, and this is...
Yeah, it's probably his prime years, but he's in the right spot. I swear I was going to strangle Tyrese twice because we were running the same action, and then he shortcutted it twice. And even James, the king of the shortcut on plays, was yelling at him like, you can't shortcut it because then they can switch. But, leaving him where he had to end up at the elbow by himself. The only help was Tobias' guy in the corner. And the one time they came, Joel made that pass. That was huge because then they wouldn't come anymore. So just the little things, I think it'd be a good film session for us to watch to see those.
Feels like
everything is so playoff focused, with the NBA.
Yeah.
Like this from Joe, considering this week and not making the All-Star starting.
Yeah, I don't think that was the point. But since we are on the subject, I would like to say it one more time. We should vote for the top 24 players, period. No conference, nothing. Just vote for the top 24 players. Anyone disagree with that?
I mean, there's no conferences anymore with the teams.
That's the point. And they pick the teams anyway. So, I don't know. Clearly, there's incentives with guys' contracts, so you'd have to work that out. Still, you can have 2 starting lineups. Top 10 players are the starters, which I think Joel would be in that. You know what I mean? So we can eliminate that problem. I'll stop there.
This every game now, you might want to just keep it the same.
Yeah, it could be a point. Let's keep offending Joel by fining him and not putting him on the All-Star starters. Thanks, guys.
To switch the matchup, so you had PJ on Nikola and Joel.
Even though we talked about it last night and the night before. I watched the Miami game from a year ago, and I thought Tuck did a really good job on him. So we just felt like at halftime we wasn't up into him. He was catching it where he wanted to catch it, and he's such a focal point of their offense that if we can get Tuck can get up under him, make him catch it above the three-point line. Now those handoffs, you can go under. They don't matter anymore. Where in the first half, he caught everything on the elbows and low. So I thought Tuck, listen, Joel was phenomenal. He had 47 points. But we don't win the game if P.J. Tucker doesn't play. And the way he played in the second half was extraordinary.
Tobias in particular made a bunch of
Tobias is a good.
Is that one of those plays where you're just like, okay, that's what P.J. Tucker just brings to this basketball?
Yeah, just he's experienced. They were trying to rotate off of him. He dives to the basket. He knows how to play basketball, and that's why we went out and got him, because of nights like tonight, he can win a game for you, and he did that.
No, it was great. I mean, he was dominant. I thought, once the second half came, he was really able to just settle down and be in the zone of the game and just understand, get us all going out there to get in the flow to make the game easier for him. And, for him to just continue to pick his spots. I thought he did a great job of that in the second half as well.
You've been around him for a while now. Mm-hmm. And
was for MVP. How much does he take this stuff personally in a way?
I really don't ask him those type of questions. So you had to ask him that. I don't want to speak for him. Like I said, I don't want to speak for the man. But, I know that he takes winning more importantly than any of that. So, I could get up here and say I don't really think he cares about that. But as a competitor, deep down inside, obviously anybody that's going to, push you a little bit. But he cares more about winning a championship than all those other type of honors. And I think everybody in the locker room can attest to that.
Doc mentioned a couple of defensive adjustments, PJ guarding